Om Shanti. Good morning. Today is 23rd of June 2025, and the original date of the Avyakt Murli we are reading today is 26th of November 1984. So, this was the time when there was a lot of upheaval going on all over India because, just on 31st October 84, Indira Gandhi was assassinated, and that is why riots and all these things were going on. But so that is why in this Murli, Baba is acknowledging and appreciating children because they took this step of courage and they reached Madhuban. So Baba said that this is the example of, you take a step of courage, and then Baba, you can't hear me clearly.
Voice is very low, Shamila ma'am.
Okay, one. Om Shanti. Yeah, now it is okay.
Bit better than before.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I was saying that this Murli is of 26th November 1984, and just recently on 31st October 84, Indira Gandhi was assassinated, and therefore there were riots going on all over India. There's a lot of upheaval, and amidst this atmosphere of upheaval, children were stable, and children took this step of courage to reach Madhuban. And that is why Baba is acknowledging and appreciating children for this courage. And this is where Baba is saying that this is the example of when you take a step of courage, Baba helps you multi-million times. And then in the And then in the Murli ahead, Baba says that, how we need to give true cooperation to the souls of the world. Only true yogis can do that. And for this, you need a long time practice. So, what we can do and how we can create a stage and then bring about revelation in these times of upheaval, this is all about in this Murli. So, let's listen in Baba's words. The essence of Murli is those who are truly cooperative are true yogis. Those who are truly cooperative are true yogis. Today, Baba is looking at the love the children have for the meeting because they remained under the canopy of one faith and one strength and had zeal and enthusiasm for meeting. No upheaval was able to shake their love even slightly. You transformed obstructions and tiredness and experienced an easy path of love and arrived here. This is what it means by when the children have courage, the Father helps. Where there is courage, there is also enthusiasm. If there is no courage, there is no enthusiasm. The children who constantly maintain courage and enthusiasm claim number one through their constant stage. No matter how severe a situation may be, with the wings of zeal and enthusiasm and an elevated flying stage, you will experience in a second the biggest and most severe situation to be small and easy. Because in front of the flying stage, everything is experienced to be like little toys in a game. Yeah, like you fly high and then you see big, big towers and buildings like small boxes. So Baba is saying when you have a flying stage, everything becomes small. No matter how frightening some situations appear, you will experience them to be natural, not frightening. You experience painful situations to make you determined. No matter how distressing the situations that come to you may be, the drums of happiness will not allow there to be any influence of the scenes of distress. Instead, with peace and power, you will help everyone else by working like cool water on their fire of pain and distress. Yeah, so the situation is of distress, but Baba is saying you will be like the cool water helping souls relieve from their pain and suffering. At such a time, desperate souls need help. It is by receiving this cooperation that they will experience elevated yoga. Everyone will accept this true cooperation of yours to be that of true yogis. Yeah, so cooperation of peace, cooperation of power, and good wishes. So Baba is saying that everyone will accept this true cooperation. At such a time of distress, with the revelation of those who are truly cooperative, are true yogis, and through their practiced attainment, there will be cries of victory. There is the praise of such a time, thirsty for one drop. Yeah, so they will receive this cooperation, Baba says, and then they will feel like their thirst is quenched. So that is why that they say that ek boond ke pyase. So Baba is saying this drop of the experience of 1 second's peace and power, this drop of the experience of 1 second's peace and power will enable desperate souls to experience fulfillment. So, fulfillment in 1 second. At such a time, the attainment of 1 second will give them the experience of having received the attainment and fulfillment of many births in a second. However, only a soul who has been practicing having a powerful stage over a long period of time will be able to quench the thirst of thirsty souls in a second. Yeah. So, giving cooperation, quenching the thirst of souls, giving them the experience of fulfillment in 1 second. Who can do that? Baba says only a soul who has been practicing having a powerful stage over a long period of time will be able to quench the thirst of thirsty souls in a second. Now check, are you able to be a master bestower of fortune, a master bestower of blessings, and a master ocean, and give in a second the experience of such a powerful stage in the midst of a fearsome and sorrowful atmosphere of sorrow and pain? Yeah. So, amidst such an atmosphere where there is pain, fear, sorrow, Baba says, check, can you give them this experience? If at such a time you become engaged in watching or listening to what has happened, you won't be able to be cooperative. Even the slightest desire to watch or listen will not allow you to create the powerful stage in which you can fulfill everyone's desires. Therefore, from now on, constantly practice the powerful stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of any temporary desires. Yeah. So, Ichha Matram Avidya, that is what Baba is saying. If you have slightest of desire, then Baba says you won't be able to create that powerful stage where you can give other souls this experience. So, therefore, from now on, constantly practice the powerful stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of any temporary desires. Become those who are constant servers and constantly cooperative and yogi in their every thought and at every breath. Just as a damaged idol has no value and has no right to be worshipped, in the same way, a server or a yogi who is not constantly engaged in that doesn't have the right to enable souls to claim a right at such a time. Yeah, so, the damaged idols are not worshipped. So, Baba says, if your yoga or if your stage, that powerful stage is not constant, then you won't be able to help others claim their inheritance from Baba. Therefore, the time for such powerful service is now coming close. Time is ringing the bells, just as devotees ring bells to awaken their beloved, their special beloved deities, and then put them to sleep and offer bhog, etc. In the same way, time is ringing the bells and alerting you, special deities. You have awakened, but you have become busier in the pure household. Time is ringing the bells for you to quench the thirst of thirsty souls and is making preparations for you to practice creating a powerful stage to bring attainment for many births in a second. Time is invoking you. Time is invoking you, complete, especially beloved souls, to open the curtains of revelation. Do you understand? Yeah, so the situations were of upheaval, and that is why Baba is saying that time is invoking you deities to bring this revelation. All of you have heard the bell of time, have you not? Acha, to those who easily overcome all adverse situations with the flying stage, to the constant servers, constant yogis, constant master bestowers, embodiments of bestowers of blessings, who in a second enable souls to become fully satisfied with the attainment of a long period of time. To those who constantly fulfill all desires with the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires. To such Master Almighty Authority, powerful souls, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So we children also give our love and remembrance and namaste to Bab Dada. And then Baba is talking to a sister from Kanpur. Uh, I think there was some fire there, and some people, they got burned. And that is why Baba is saying that this news, Ganga Ben related news, was given to Baba. And then Baba said, "You are a constantly unshakable and immovable soul. You experience the Father's canopy of protection in every situation. Do you not? Bab Dada always keeps the children safe. You have always received a means of safety from the Father. This is why you always have the Father's hand of love and His company. You have already practiced nothing new. Whatever happened, it was nothing new. Whatever is happening, it is nothing new. You automatically continue to receive touchings. So in such a situation, what to do and what immediate step you have to take. So you receive this touching from Baba, no, where to go, which direction to go. So Baba is saying you automatically receive touchings. Rehearsals are taking place at such a time. What are the means of safety and service? What should your form be? Rehearsals are taking place for this. At the end, there will be the victory amidst the cries of distress. After the extreme, there will be the end and then the beginning of the new age. At such a time, the drums of revelation will beat in everyone's mind, even against their conscious wish. Whether they wish or they do not wish, Baba says the drums of revelation will definitely beat. The scenes will be delicate, but the drums of revelation will beat. Therefore, you have gone beyond rehearsals. You played your part as a carefree emperor. You did very well. You reached here, and this is the form of love. So she was also burnt. She also had burns, but then she reached Madhuban. So Baba is saying, this is your love. Acha, in terms of having thoughts, you are free from thoughts. Whatever happened, wah wah. In this too, some will be benefit. Some will be benefited, sorry. This is why there is benefit in being burnt and benefit in being saved. You wouldn't cry out in distress, oh, I got burnt. No, there is benefit in that too. Just as you say wah wah when you are saved, wah, I have been saved. In this same way, let there be wah wah, even at the time of being burnt. This is called a constant and stable stage. Yeah, so this is such a powerful stage Baba is talking about, that when you're saved, you say, Wow, Baba, thank you, Baba, right? But Baba is saying that you say Wow, even when you're being burnt. This is called a constant and stable stage. It is your duty to save others, but something that is going to get burnt is going to get burnt anyway. There are also many karmic accounts in this. You are a carefree emperor anyway. One went and you received 100,000 fold. This is the slogan of Brahmins, which means in Hindi, Baba said that Ek gaya lakh paya, which means you've lost something, but you've gained a lot. So it's about karmic accounts. So Baba is saying that this is the slogan of Brahmins. One went and you received 100,000 fold. Nothing went, but you received. This is why you are carefree. It is probably because you are going to get something better. This is why it is a game to get burned and it is a game to be saved. Both are games. What people will see is to what extent you are a carefree emperor, that you are getting burnt and yet you are a carefree emperor because you are under the canopy of protection. Those people become worried. What will happen? How will it happen? Where will we get our food from? How will we carry on? Whereas children don't have that worry at all. Acha. You will now have to make preparations, will you not? Don't think about your leaving, but think about taking everyone with you. You will grant everyone visions, make everyone satisfied, beat the drums of revolution, and then leave. Why should you leave before that? So Baba is talking that you're not going to leave your body before that. You have to do all this. You will return together with the Father. You will go having experienced the wonderful scenes of revelation. Why should you miss out on this? This devotion in the mind, the worship in the mind, the flowers of love, these final scenes are very wonderful. It is a different matter as to who has a part in the advanced party. However, it is very essential to see these scenes. Those who complete something are said to have accomplished the whole task. Oh, they say, no, jisne ant dekha, usne sab dekha. So Baba is saying, when you complete the task, that means you've accomplished the whole thing. This is why the Father comes at the end, and so he has done everything. Has he not? He comes at the end of the cycle. So Baba is saying that means he has done everything. So why don't you also see this wonderful scene with the Father and return with him? Only some have this part. Therefore, don't have any thought of going and dying. If you had gone, that too would have been fine. If you are still here, that is also good. So there's good in everything. Baba is saying you leave the body, it's good. If you're still living, it's good. If you go alone, you will still have to serve in the advance party. Therefore, don't think that you have to go. Think that you have to take everyone with you. Acha, this is also an experience that has been added. Whatever happens adds a degree to your experience. Just as others have a higher degree in their study, to experience this means to increase your degree. So you add in your experience whenever things like this happen. So Baba is saying that you have added a degree to the experience. Yeah, okay. So later there is one small paragraph where Baba is meeting with the group. Uh, shall I read or we have to stop now? I think we can stop and you can read this paragraph. Baba is talking about being masters of the self. When you be the master of the self, then you can be masters of the world. Yeah. Om Shanti. Yeah. Anyone would like to share? What is your takeaway from this, Murli?
Om Shanti Shetnaben.
Yeah. Om Shanti.
Really, Baba's got his own unique way. When he just started to speak about love of the children, I could never close my door on the Sunday Murli when Baba really speaks about God's love, Jiyadan love, altruistic love. And then he also wants us to be merged in love. And those who are merged are they follow directions and they are loving and cooperative. It was such a unique Murli for me. I thought he's going to once more talk over here. But here he relates between courage, zeal, and enthusiasm. And I like that one sentence where he says, painful situations makes you determined. But I was just analyzing whenever we come across a sorrowful, severe situations, yes, we do become determined. But I feel that is just a shamshan determination. That is something just for the time being we do. I used to think, is it real? Do I really need a painful situation in order to be determined? Because I feel it just fades away once that painful situation turns. But over here, maybe Baba is trying to make us know whatever may be the situation we have, it is our time now just not to listen to such things, just not to be peace but also powerful. So, two words, which is the need of the hour, peace and power. Like whatever is happening now, if we just think we have to bring about peace in everyone, that's not there. The souls who are in sorrow, who are in pain, need to be lifted. So you also need for that power. So for that powerful service, as we always say, that it's time now for the volcanic remembrance, or what we call it as Jwalamukhi. Om Shanti.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Om Shanti. So Papa says, so we have to have the practice of having a powerful stage for a long time. So only then we will be able to quench the thirst of others. And Papa very well highlighted that, when these chaotic situations happen around, right? So there, the news will also spread at the same time. So we should not have the slightest interest of knowing that news or listening to it. That will again shake our stage down. So that we have to ignore that. We have to become ignorant of that knowledge. And then really that was a powerful statement that made like wow. I mean, what does a powerful stage means when even we have burned, right? And if we have to say wow even at the time of being burned. So this is really a kind of a big way that Baba is giving, create that powerful stage within us. Yeah, thank you.
Shanti sister, I take this inspiration to remain carefree despite challenges and to have faith in him because drama is Kalyankari. That's what emanates through the paragraph of where sisters were brought burned. Yeah, Om Shanti.
Yeah. I was just remembering, a couple of days ago, one sister shared because she saw a lot of videos of this Ahmedabad airplane crash and too much of news and you know, she saw those videos, how it happened and what all. And then she was sharing that she felt a lot of pain in her heart because of that. So I could, when I read this Murli, I could relate where Baba has mentioned that you don't need to go into too much of details, or you don't need to have that desire of having all the information, you know, how it happened, why it happened, and you know what happened to the people, how they died, and all those things. But you stay in your powerful stage, only then will you be able to give your cooperation of peace and power to those souls. Because even when you are experiencing that pain and sorrow, how they went through, then how will you be able to give them that cooperation? In fact, then you add to the pain and sorrow in the atmosphere, right? So I really like that when Baba was saying that you become ignorant of this knowledge, of this desire of knowing everything and going into the details of these things. But you remember what your role is, stay determined in fulfilling your responsibility at such times. Yeah,
I can
anybody?
resonate to your thoughts, Sharmila Ben, what you're talking about. Because at that point of time, those
Yeah,
3, 4 days when I was hooked on the news, it was no, it was really a checking. The first day I was in pain, not just for Ahmedabad crash, but a lot of things were going around. If you look at the Indore case and so many other things. And I'm usually somebody who doesn't consume news. I don't see so much. But in those days, I think those 3, 4 days, there was too much of news media that was coming up. And the first day when I consumed all this news, I was in a state that what is happening in the world. And the second day, I said myself, no. But then there was always this need to know what's happening around, you know. And then somehow I shut everything when it goes to YouTube or any news media. I said, nothing to be seen. Let's stay in my stage and start working on towards it. It was really a checking for me to see whether I can stay stable in whatever is happening around in the world, you know. And yesterday's Murli is a reminder as to how one needs to be in their own, higher stage, because that's the role that we to perform. And I guess this Murli is an extension of the Murli that we just read last week, which is 19th November Murli, which is just a Murli after the assassination of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, where Baba is told in simple words to stay in the flying stage and get the knowledge in play on the ground that everything is as it was kal pehle. So that's one access to stay stable, that everything is as a part of drama and just be detached observer.
Sharmila Ben, you were mentioning something about not to read the news and how one of your friends, even the same over here. I think whenever the media has got a very powerful way to play with our thing, or that's how they subscribe to their news. But very recently in a center, they had something about certainty and uncertain times. That was the key thing going on. So there, the person, whoever was the host, was saying, we the name blame game, blaming this one and blaming that one. That if I fly, there is going to be death. He gave a very solid instance. Then what happened to the people on the ground? Did they expect the flight to come and land there when they died? So death is certain. But if at such time we, as givers of peace and power, if we go and tell them that everything is kalyankari, everything is good, I don't think it's going to be taken in a good spirit. This kalyankari is for us, is for us
yes,
to remain constant and stable. It's not to pass on the message. Imagine if I just go and tell them that jo bhi hua kalyankari hai, usme it's a divine God's plan. I think there also we have to be careful. Instead, I feel yesterday's blessing, which Baba said, silence of the mind. And today also Baba has mentioned, see the file in the power of mind, worship in mind, flowers of love. If these scenes we keep in our mind and really with peace and power, if we can do it, then I think we can transform all through our attitude, through our vibrations, through our atmosphere. Here also we have to take our lesson very carefully, not just think wow wow. When Baba said about burnt and benefit, he said if you're burnt, you will be in the advance party serving there. If you're here, you're going to continue giving it. That's the soul is not going to stop in that. That's going to continue. That's what I took from that paragraph. So I think one has to be very careful even in such instance when we try to give our peace and power to such souls. Om Shanti.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because even we cannot say that this was karma. Some people are also saying that karma comes back and it happens like this and all when that situation happened. So you can't say that that was their karma and that is why they died like this. So it's for us to understand. Definitely, Baba does say that I speak in front of my children. And so to maintain our inner stability at that stage, Baba gives us this knowledge that everything is for the benefit. If you see the bigger picture, it's for the good. Yeah? So it's not that we go and tell them that this is your karma or it is good. No, you can't say that.
In turn, when we say that it's your karma, we are actually creating our own karma by saying that. That was
Yeah.
the first reflection which when you were sharing, came in. We are no one to even say that.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to share? Yeah, Baba, when Baba was talking with the sister, regarding the burns, I also felt that Baba is so detached. Huh? As Girijaben also shared, that Baba is saying, if you are burnt and you die, it's okay, it's good. And if you're living it, that is also good. So Baba is so detached. So again, that is the practice, no, for us to be that detached and have that powerful stage and that awareness that it's the soul on this journey.
Another way Baba is looking at the soul. So for soul, the body is just a costume. So
Yeah.
thinking, okay, we'll take another new costume. So from that
But
angle, yes.
But but Sharmila Ben, just even in the next paragraph, what he says, don't have the thought of leaving. You have
Yeah.
to return with the Father. So I never even think. I said yes. So that also he says, don't feel bad if you're burnt or thing and all, but don't even have the thought of leaving because you have to return together with the Father. Why should you leave before that? So, and you have to take everyone with you. See, if you come down to that, I just understand, oh my God, Baba is saying even this and Baba is saying even that. As you said, it's a detached thing, but I was just saying, then why Baba you speak about getting burned, going in the advance party and all. So it's a nice thing when you see even that scene. That's why I'm saying the power of mind, worship in mind, the flowers of love. That one paragraph really took you back to your
Yeah.
pavilion. No, I have to return with the Father. I have to see all these things, whatever fearsome, whatever sorrowful. I shall see all this. And I shall save them also and save myself also. Because one rule, I have to return with the Father only. Om Shanti.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? All right, then. So also Baba spoke about the canopy of protection. So you experience that canopy of protection in Baba's remembrance. So Baba says you will receive touchings in such times. Okay, let's remember Baba in silence and connect our minds and intellect with Baba and experience that his canopy of all powers is surrounding I, the soul, and I am safe in that canopy. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Thank you, Shamina. We meet tomorrow morning with another Murli 5 a.m.